today we're going to be doing a video all about your July predictions. So we have group number 1 with the selenite, group 2 with the moonstone, group number 3 with a clear quartz point, and number 4 with a clear quartz tumble stone. So please choose your group now and let's get started. As usual, all the timestamps will be down below in the description box and in the comment section down below. So let's get started. If you'd like a private reading with me, all the information is in the description box, and you can email me or Instagram message me. Also, if you'd like to check out my crystal shop, all that information is down below. My website is in the description box as well. So let's get started. Start off with group number 1 with the selenite ball. Hello group number 1, thank you so much for being here. Let's get started with your reading. So you guys chose the beautiful selenite ball. So let's see what's going on for you guys, what's happening for you guys in July. So let's see what your main focus is at the moment. We have the wildling, and we also have the house of knowledge, which is the 9th house. This is the house of Sagittarius. So we're first going to start off with these cards here, and then we're going to have a look into these ones. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull some more cards from this deck, and we're going to see what is your main focus for you guys in July. And we're going to see what do you need to know right now. Let's move that one out of the way for now. Okay, we have love, beautiful. We have play and reflect. So what's really showing up for me, for you guys, is a sense of like having things lighter. Things are feeling lighter, things are going to feel a lot lighter. I am picking up on a deep sense of relief for you guys. I'm picking up on a lot of you guys having therapy in terms of like Reiki or something. I feel like you need for you guys to cover clearer energy, and we also have patience as well, which is really lovely. So for you guys, you may have been having quite a slow time at the moment. Things may have been feeling really slow, and the patience card is basically saying like things take time to grow, things take time to manifest, and sometimes that's just the way it is, as annoying as it is sometimes, and it can be super uncomfortable, but that's just the way it is. This is kind of like I'm picking up on like a hatchling. This is also like a shell. So a lot of you guys have kind of come into your shell or gone into your shell, and you've kind of been feeling like, you know, what's going to happen, and just feeling like your roots are being rocked. And I am thinking about doing a root chakra video at some point just to help you guys. It's going to be some chakra healing and some sound healing. So hopefully that'll help you guys with that. So there's this patience energy here of these roots kind of going down into the earth, and I feel like with these flowers being drawn up here, I feel like there's a sense of finding something new but not being really able to access it. So I feel like right now you are meant to be in this slow zone. We're going to call it the slow zone. You guys are meant to be in the slow zone where things are feeling a little bit intense. Things are just feeling like I don't know where I'm going, and I am picking up that this is just temporary. It's not going to be like this forever. There's just a sense of things needing to grow, and there's a lot of conflict in the astrological plane at the moment. A lot of planets are conjuncting and squaring, and it's very uncomfortable in the kind of astrological zone. So if you guys are feeling like you don't know what you're doing, girl, same. Girl, same. So honestly, it's going to just be like this for a little while, but I do feel like in July there's going to be like a cracking. I feel like they're showing me this is each of the weeks. So this is week 1, 2, 3 and 4 in the month. So when I feel like by week 2 and 3 there's going to be more of play that's going to be going on for you guys. So there's a sense of like finding yourself again and doing things that you really enjoy. So I feel like the wildling is kind of like you making a decision about something. I feel like there's a really big cross, like no, I'm not going down that route. So I do feel like there's a sense of like, it could be stubbornness, but it could also be you're just not ready to do something yet. It's kind of like you want to step into something, but you don't really know what it is. So I do feel like there's going to be an opening there of some sort. And with the love card, I feel like you are going to have a lot of heart chakra activity in the second week. So if you guys are feeling really uncomfortable in your heart chakra, just remember that you watch this reading and there's heart chakra energy going on there. So if you feel anything to do with your heart, of course, there is a lot of stuff around the heart going on. So of course, if you need to consult a doctor, then of course, definitely go for that. But the love card is all about you guys kind of tuning into your heart chakra, and the play card is very much about that too. I feel like there's a need to bring in some play around your energy, and I feel like there's a sense of, I'm picking up on like massive maturing. I feel like you guys are feeling like there's a real big sense of maturation. There's a lot of Saturn energy around you guys' energy. I'm just going to have some water here. I feel like my throat is really going for it. But I feel like for you guys, there's a really big sense of this play kind of coming in. I feel like there's going to be a lot of love surrounding you, and I feel like there's could be somebody as well who kind of joins your community or joins your group of friends, or kind of really helps you feel like you're out of this rut. I feel like July is going to be quite a slow month, like a lot of the months this year, but I do feel as if there's little things that you can do to make it a little bit more comfortable. And with this love card, I feel like there's a sense of just really kind of being in your own space and really choosing yourself. And I feel like because you do so much for other people and you're focusing a lot on other people, you will learn from this month to really focus on you and realize how freaking powerful that is. I do feel like a lot of you guys are really stepping into like a new style of reflection. So this can be journaling, this can be even like dancing. I feel like there's a sense of like finding yourself in this a little bit of confusion. But I feel like with this patient card, this is so important. And we also have the card of withdrawal as well. So this card is really very much about that patience. It's kind of like you felt very isolated and things, you just felt really, really slow. But overall, you have such a gorgeous soul and you're meant to be here at this time. You are meant to be here. If you weren't, then you wouldn't be here. So just give yourself a pat on the back. Like right now, give yourself a pat on the back and just give yourself a lot of love, because you are going through it. And of course, sometimes you do have to withdraw. We're not people who are meant to go all the time. You know, we are living organisms, and living organisms aren't one straight line. Even like computers go wrong and they're robots. So you can't really say anything about yourself. I feel like it's very much about you keeping the positivity with yourself and not being so hard on yourself. You know, you're doing a really, really good job. Okay, so let's get you some astrology cards. I really want to feel kind of into what the astrology is kind of going on for you guys this month. So let's get you some more cards. So we have the 9th house of the of Sagittarius. This is the Astro Soul deck. A lot of people ask me for my decks, and I am going to try and figure out how to get my decks in the description box. So for you guys, so you can see it. Yeah, square, exactly. There's definitely a lot of squares going on for you guys, especially. There's definitely a lot of heart and throat chakra stuff going on. I felt a massive like coughing in my throat. Okay, so new beginnings, planting seeds. We also have the transitions and letting go and forgiveness. There's a really big need for you guys to come out of corporate. I feel like a lot of you guys have had a 9-to-5 job and you've really friggin' hated it. And even if it isn't working in an office, like I feel like for a lot of you guys, you're really coming away from that. Feels very, I heard the word vegetarian, that's not what I was going to say. Aquarian, it's very Aquarian. My guides are so funny, they always rhyme for me, and sometimes it's like so weird because it's not always what I'm actually talking about. Oh my god, some of you guys might be vegetarian, I don't even know, but some of you guys, yeah, some of you guys might be focusing on your health, because we do have Virgo here. Maybe they're onto something, I don't know. But I feel like with this energy, it's really very much about you guys exploring something new. So I feel like a lot of you guys are going to get into astrology this month. In particular, a lot of you guys may want to be astrologers, or you kind of are connecting more to astrology. I feel like there's a sense of like looking out for something. So there might be some more travel happening for you guys as well. Of course, if you aren't able to travel very far, you might just be traveling in the country. I do see a lot of you guys kind of going to hotels and beaches and things like that, especially my British people. If the weather is good, girl, I hope you can go to the beach, because in England the weather isn't always that great. So that's literally why all the beaches are frigging busy when it's in England when it's sunny. So I feel like also a lot of you guys are definitely focusing on your spirituality. There's something that I'm trying to pick up and it's really difficult. It feels like it's something to do with your spirituality and kind of like trusting and connecting in the divine. I feel like you're buying something new to do with spirituality. And every time I say this, I want to always say, like, when you're spiritual, you don't have to have things to be spiritual. Like, you don't have to have cars, you don't have to have crystals, but we have these things to help us on our journey, because, you know, when we are awakened, it's freaking hard and we need the cars to survive, but to help us. So I feel like for you guys, you possibly are purchasing something that's going to help you with your spiritual journey. Could be a sound bowl, could be an oracle deck, could be an oracle deck book. Like I said, that really strange, a book. It could be it feels like you're also looking into a new kind of spiritual teacher, and they're really helping you. So this could be a literal one-on-one teacher, it could be a reading that you get, it could be like some sort of teacher, because with the 9th house, it's very much about teaching as well, because it's very much about like travel and education and stuff. And when it's to do with those sort of things, you know, you are learning a lot, and I feel like you're learning from someone straight up. So I also feel like there may be a lot of restrictions on travel, but I genuinely feel a lot of you guys will be traveling, not very far, but you will be traveling, and there won't be so much of a problem, but there might be a lot of mental activity within you as well. Sorry guys, this reading is very scattered. I feel very scattered in this energy, but I feel like that's possibly what you guys are feeling. So I feel like we have two basically big steps for you guys. We have the new moon and we have the last quarter. We have this energy of the new beginnings, then we also have this letting go. So I feel like with this energy that we just previously had, where is it? Of the, let me see if I can find it, the patience card. This is very much about that. That's very much about like new beginnings and letting go, because it's like the caterpillar. It's kind of like it has to let go of being a caterpillar to be a butterfly, but first it has to be this mushy mess before it actually turns into a butterfly. Can you imagine like your actual body turning from a squishy, almost like you know, well, caterpillar, squishy caterpillar, to like a mess and then to a butterfly? Like, that's crazy. So if you're in the messy energy right now, don't feel sad, don't feel worried, everything's going to work out for you. You just have to be really patient with yourself. So let's get you some dice and let's see what else wants to come through. Whoops. Oh, perfect. Yeah. Okay, we have the Aquarian energy. That's exactly what I was feeling. So this Aquarius energy here is all about you guys stepping into your independence. And I feel like you're leaving your job if you're not happy with it, definitely. A lot of you guys, it's going to be quite a big pattern in the oh my God, my words, it's so difficult. In the collective is going to be quite a big thing that's going to be happening for you guys. A lot of people are going to be leaving their jobs because they want to. Like, I feel like you're not meant for a corporate kind of job. I don't feel like anyone is, to be fair. So then we have the South Node of Aquarius. So with the South Node being in Aquarius, the North Node would be in Leo. So you're learning to have much more patience with yourself and have more fun. Not everything is serious. And with the 10th house, I do feel like you are learning to have breaks, and you do need to have breaks more often because you are possibly suffering a little bit with your health. And it's so important to give yourself breaks more often, okay? And that can be so many different things. Like, you don't have to lounge around watching TV. You could literally just be like a walk in the park, or a chat with a friend, or doing your nails, you know, something like that. Giving yourself a little bit of space and a little bit of time. So let's get you a couple of oracle cards, tarot cards, and let's see what you guys are focusing on. Okay, we have the Four of Cups. We have the Nine of Cups. There's a lot of mental activity and a lot of heart chakra activity. I feel like for you guys, it's been quite a struggle for you to make this decision. Whatever this decision is, you guys are really, really holding on to your monies and your decision making. So, and we also have the Six of Pentacles. So that's really interesting. I feel like there's a kind of a making decision kind of energy around this time. I'm just going to remove these cards because it's really hard to have these cards settled on here. But I definitely feel like for you guys, I feel a lot of you guys could be going into teaching. It doesn't have to be kind of educational teaching, but I do feel as if there's going to be a lot of teaching for you guys where you are you're allowing things to teach you. So I feel like you're going to be reading some new books, kind of watching some new videos where you really learn something that's really impactful and could even change your life. So we have the Four of Cups, the Nine of Cups, and the Four of Pentacles. These two are really important. This is about having an offer and actually accepting it. And also learning to know your worth. I feel like there's a lot of you guys who are going to get offers and you might not take it because you don't feel like you're worthy enough. You actually are. People are coming to you because you are worth it, okay? And I feel like it's going to be a time when you need to have a lot of patience with yourself. Definitely have that. I feel like that's really, really important. And there's a sense of just not being so hard on yourself and kind of allowing new people to come in and know that not everyone's going to let you down. So thank you so much for watching. Private reading rates are down below along with my crystal shop. I hope you have a lovely day, group number 1, and I'll speak to you soon. Bye. Hello, group number 2. Let's get started with your reading. Let's see what you guys have going on in July. We have the gorgeous Moonstone. I love Moonstone. It's such a relaxing crystal. So the first card we have out for you guys is the Universe. Gorgeous. So let's get some more cards relating to this. And let's see, these could also be to do with each week, so take it as that if you want to. These can be for each individual week, so that's week 1, that's week 2, this is week 3, and this is week 4. Okay, underneath the deck we have Ask Body in the reverse. You guys really, really need to come back to your body. You guys have really been disconnected. I'm picking up for some of you guys, having some sort of detox will really help you. Taking some more vitamin C will really help as well. Of course, I'm not a doctor, I'm not a health professional. So if you guys need any advice, of course, contact your doctor. That's obviously what I'm going to recommend you guys to do. So we have possibly week 1, the universe, week 2, the void, week 3, the compassion, and week 4, connect to heart. This is going to also be just literally one reading as well. So I feel like for some of you guys, you might have this kind of, I don't know if you guys like this sort of thing, but if you have like skulls in your house or skulls on the wall, or you might be buying a skull for some reason, there's like a very deep kind of Aboriginal tribal essence to this. And I feel like a lot of you guys are connecting to that tribal energy, which is really, really lovely. So the first card we have is the universe. This I feel like is having a stronger connection to yourself. I feel like with the universe, you know, the universe is us, we are the universe. Same with God. God is us, we are God. You know, it's basically a very, very similar thing. Of course, depends on your beliefs, but that's my beliefs. I feel like we're all connected to God, we're all connected to the universe, we all are one being. So I feel like for you guys, it's really trusting your natural instincts and not worrying about what other people are doing and learning that you don't have to know all the answers straight away. Okay, so the void is basically asking you to go in whichever path that you would like. In July, I feel like there's a deep sense of compassion that you need to give yourself, because there is a sense of like a fork in the road. I feel like you guys have kind of really gone through a really, really hard time, and it's really asking you to kind of step into what makes you feel good, and kind of really asking yourself like, when do I feel my best? You know, I feel like a lot of you guys in this group are searching for your life purpose. It's kind of what I'm picking up. So for you guys, something that I say in my private readings, or I may have said in a previous YouTube video, is that with your life purpose is your soul is not a physical thing. Like your soul is, from what I believe, is a ethereal energy. It's just a light. You know, I don't know what dimensional it is, possibly 10 dimensional, 20 dimensional, you know, it's not a 3D being. So our soul comes with certain passions, it comes with a personality, it comes with certain likes, dislikes, loves, you know, things like that. So whatever your love is, it's not going to be a physical thing. So say if you're really, really good at, it could be you're really good at speaking, you're really good at communicating, you're very good at being, I don't know, you're quite a loud person. This could mean that you want to be a speaker. You could be someone who's very good at remembering things. That means you want to be an actor because you're very good at remembering lines. So whatever it is, it's not going to be something physical. So for you guys, you might be feeling quite isolated in the month of July, and that's because you're unlearning a lot of stuff that's been taught to you, and that's because it hasn't resonated with you. It's not who you are, sis. Okay, so we then have the compassion and connect to heart. This is basically saying like, what is your thing? Like, don't worry about what anyone else is doing. Don't worry about how possibly they're not on the same wavelength as you. You may have a couple of people coming out your life because they're just not meant for you anymore, but you'll know who this is. We will most likely know who this is already, because I am filming this at the start of July, so most likely you'll already know who this is. I do feel like they're going to drop out your life for a reason, definitely because most likely you have different belief systems and they're just not matching up anymore. And I feel like this is asking you to really connect to who you are. What are your needs? Connecting to your heart chakra, really connecting to that energy within you. And I feel like a lot of you guys could be getting a dog as well for the month of July as well. The universe here is also, I'm feeling like you guys are finding something new. I'm picking up some of you guys might find a new shop that you really like, and you buy something and it's just like really, it just makes you feel really good. There's something around kind of discovering something new that's really like spectacular. So you might be going somewhere new. I feel there's a sense of like trying something new that's out there. So the card that we have for group number 2 is Ceres. Lovely. So Ceres is about nurturing. It's all about that intense desire to nurture and to love, and it's very similar to that connect to heart card. So let's get you some more cards. Oops, we have Libra. Interesting. We have conjunction. We have the 7th house of relationships and marriage. I feel like some of you guys are really being asked to get your relationships kind of sorted, seeing your relationships clearer. I feel like you guys are learning to be really independent, which is great. Of course, there's different types of independency. For me, I'm feeling it's more emotional independency. and physical as well for those of you who are single. So I do feel as if that some of you guys are really thinking about relationships this month. I feel like you're really wanting to connect to more of a community. It is on its way. It's just taking a little bit longer because you guys are learning how to be in relationship with others where you're so authentic that, you know, you're not losing yourself in those connections. So relationships aren't just romantic. They are family, friends, as well as like work colleagues and romantic. So you guys are really learning to not people please, to not kind of being almost like a doormat, essentially. It sounds really bad, but you know, not to be a doormat. That's kind of what I'm picking up on here. And you're really being asked to find individuation with yourself and find what are your personal interests. What are you interested in? So we have the 7th house of relationships. It says here we can see the potential, the personal relationships that involve commitment or corporation of some sort, marriage, spiritual union, agreements, societies and business partnerships. So I do feel as if you guys are going to get quite a lot of invitations this month, quite a lot of invitations to do with work, to do with corporation, kind of people working with you. So it could be friends. I feel like it's more to do with business. So I do feel like it's possibly going to be somebody coming into your life who will come through work, who will give you quite a big opportunity. So we then have this duality, this dependence. So we have conjunction and we have opposition. And there's a sense of, we have individuation and dependence. So there's definitely a sense of like finding yourself in the world with people that you're around. And I do feel like you're really releasing the past around old relationships, which is really great. And there's a sense of really nurturing yourself through these relationships. I feel like you may even meet somebody who's very, very nurturing, who really helps you get through a lot of the hard times that you're going through, because you guys are really going through a lot of healing. And the wounded healer isn't a comfortable energy. It's really, really not. So for you guys, if you're really working on your wounded healer right now, I'm sending you lots of love, and you are going to get through it. And when you work through those shadows, it can be so, so helpful. Okay, it can be really, really beneficial to your life. So I do feel like there's a lot of shadow work going on here. So we have the 5 of Wands, the 6 of Cups, and we also have the 3 of Cups. I want to pull just one more. You can also take these as each week as well for these cards. I pulled 4. And we also have the 6 of Wands, which is lovely. So for you guys, you are moving. If you're feeling like things are really slow, you are moving. Do not worry about that. I think things are going to happen the way they're meant to happen. It just may take a little bit longer. So for you guys, you could have been really, really let down. There could have been a lot of stress and pain to do with kind of the past and really letting people in. You'll really learn to let people in now. And with these 6 of Cups and the 3 of Cups, there's definitely a strong connection being built. I really feel like you're learning how to be in a group. You're learning how to kind of be aware in a group. So kind of like, you know, if you're possibly feeling a little bit insecure, you might try to kind of get the attention of the group. Or if you are somebody who is quite shy, or kind of retreat from the groups, like how do you interact in your groups? That's kind of what I'm picking up on here as well. And we have this sense of conflict. I feel like there might be, it's interesting, we have this like little love bubble of kind of friendships and lovely energy here, and then we have kind of conflict here. So there does feel like some kind of breakthrough that you're going to have through the conflict that you possibly have with other people at the moment. And it does feel like because of the way the planets are aligning, we are being tested a lot through our connections. But I do feel like you're learning to have more fun, and you are going to have some sort of past life connection coming in here. With the 3 of Cups as well, you're learning to just have more fun, which is really, really lovely. So let's get you some extra messages, see what else is coming for you in July. We have Scorpio, we have the 10th house, and we have the moon. So it's really funny because we did have a lot of lunar activity in the astrology cards. This being, could be you have a Scorpio moon as well. But with this Scorpio in the 10th house, I feel like you guys are really, there's a lot of transformation around your career. And this is about your image, your reputation, your structure. So for you guys, you are learning to have more structure in your life. You're kind of learning to take more responsibility for how much you're putting into your work and how much self-care you're really giving yourself when you're not in work. Because our work isn't our life purpose. You know, it's not always our life. Of course, yeah, sometimes it is, but it's not always our life purpose. You know, our purpose is what we give to the world, not just our quote-unquote job. So for you guys, I feel like you're learning to kind of give yourself a break when it comes to that. You might not even know what your life purpose or your job is, but you're really learning to kind of just let go and not worry about what you're not doing and focus on what you are doing. And I feel like this Scorpio with the moon, this is really asking you to get intimate with yourself, and the 10th house is also that kind of structure. It's to do with goals, it's your public image. So you guys, you're probably going to get quite a lot of people coming towards you this month who really want to invest in your business, who want to invest in what you do for work. I also feel like you'll learn to just get a bit more structure and be a little bit more kind of structured with yourself. So the 10th house is ruled by Capricorn, it is ruled by Saturn. So Saturn is currently in retrograde, I'm pretty sure, at the moment, and structure is very much being shaken up, and we're really being asked to take responsibility for things we aren't doing. So if you guys are kind of showing up late to work, you're kind of not getting enough sleep, you're not really looking after your body, you will start to feel that, and the universe and my guides are asking you to really take care of yourself and to really kind of almost like step up just for a little bit to see what the difference is. Like really like look after your body, and you'll definitely notice a difference within your energy levels and also possibly within your mood as well. I also feel like some of you guys are dealing with some hormonal changes. That is going to shift, don't worry about it. It might just be that you're on your monthlies and it needs to just shift through. But for those of you who you're not on your monthlies at the moment, it might just be that you guys need to just give yourself some extra care. So especially those of you who are very sensitive, who do get affected by the moon, you guys need to take extra care, even especially if you are a water sign moon as well. You guys can get really affected by the moon and can really affect your energy and your kind of your strength to get up in the morning essentially. So really look after yourself, and don't forget to give yourself, you know, like vitamins or like tea if you need it, just to give yourself a little boost. So thank you so much for being here, guys. I really hope you enjoyed this reading. I hope you have a lovely July. All my private readings rates are down below, as well as my crystal shop. Thank you so much, and I'll speak to you soon. Bye. Hello group number 3, thank you so much for being here. Let's get started with your reading. So you guys chose the beautiful double terminated clear quartz. As always, I love this crystal, one of my favourites. I have quite a lot of favourites, but that's definitely one of my favourites because it's just so stunning and it looks so luxurious. Okay, so let's get started with your reading. Let's see what's happening for you guys in the month of July. So we have the gorgeous card of Reclaim, which is beautiful. Okay, so let's get you some more cards. Let's see what else is going on for you guys in the month of July. We have the Creator. Always reminds me of Harry Potter, that card. Love it. Very, very mysterious. Sorry guys if you heard my stomach rumbling then. We also have the Fate card. And we also have the Death card. Beautiful. Let's get one more. Ascension and movement. So first of all, move your body. That's what I'm picking up on. Move your body. That's going to really, really help you. I feel like a lot of you guys have a lot of stuck Kundalini energy. Moving your body will really help this shift. Okay, simple but true. Okay, we also then have, as I say, we have the card of Ascension as well. So take this as it resonates. You can also see it as like week 1, week 2, week 3, week 4, and week 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. So those would be the weeks as well, and just take it as it resonates. So let's see what's going on here. So we have Reclaim, the Creator, Fate, Death, and Ascension. So sorry if you guys can't really see these cards very well, but I try my best. So the first card we have is Reclaim. So there's a sense of kind of reclaiming back your power, but also kind of reclaiming your creativity. I feel like you guys are being asked to get really creative and separate your creativity from your job. Sometimes if we have more of a creative job, we can really kind of get overstimulated by having to, you know, our job is our job, you know, sometimes hobbies can turn into a job, but then it kind of can suck the life out of the job sometimes. So for you guys, it's really being asked to step into your creativity and do something fun just for you without any kind of like not really figuring out what the end goal is, the success is. So that's kind of what I'm feeling for you guys, kind of doing something creative. We then have something that's really being cooked up in the oven here. It's kind of, I'm hearing like a bun in the oven. Some of you guys, I mean, could be pregnant as well, but I'm picking up for this is kind of showing me that you guys there's something being reborn, and it's quite mysterious. It's almost like an energy of, you don't know that something is coming. So it feels like there's something coming, but you don't actually know what it is yet. So it definitely feels like 100% a future prediction that I'm not even allowed to say what it is because they're not even telling me what it is. But it feels like there's something being cooked up. And I feel like if you guys are feeling really stagnant, the reason why you are is because there's a sense of a new you being born, but it hasn't been birthed yet. That's why we have the death card, because you are really coming away from your old self. You're really exiting the premises on all parts of your life, and you're really changing the way you see everything. So you're not going to feel 100% all the time. You know, you're not going to feel 100% everything's perfect. So there is going to be this change that's happening within you, but you are being asked to really take care of yourself through this process. And don't be so hard on the perfectionism. You don't have to be perfect all the time, and perfect is in the eye of the beholder. You know, we are already perfect, but don't be scared of expressing your emotions. Don't be scared of letting your emotions come out. We're a human being, we're allowed to be emotional, period, full stop, the end. Okay, so then we have ascension. So essentially, we have the death and the ascension. So if you guys are a Scorpio, this is definitely for you guys. But also this is showing me a massive Scorpionic energy, because we have the death and we have the rebirth. We have the rising and the falling and the rising of the phoenix. So for you guys, you're going to be kind of coming into this new you. And it's going to be quite a big struggle. I'm not going to like sugarcoat it. It feels quite uncomfortable. But you're going to start realizing new parts about yourself, and there's going to be things that are going to be supporting you. So if I feel like you're going to be naturally drawn to like possibly the different herbal medicines, different like aromatherapies, really let these messages come in, because I feel like there's a natural lean towards new things that are going to help you on this journey that might not make sense to you when you actually get them, but really like possibly write them down. Or if you get any dreams about things that possibly feel quite important, I feel like definitely write them down, because they are definitely important. The ascension here is also showing me that you don't be afraid to fly, don't be afraid to try new things that are out your comfort zone. I feel like there's a sense of you being, where you're being reborn, you're having to step into this you're basically your soul. You're coming back to your soul. You're starting to remember who you really are without all of this kind of trauma being put on you. And it's quite difficult, you know, you're having to really let go of a lot of stuff that's not yours anymore. And it's really uncomfortable, because you're starting to realise a lot of stuff about people that maybe those people weren't as supportive as you thought they were. And this could be family, friends, this could be people who are around you. But I feel like for you guys, with the fate, you just got to really trust the universe that things are happening at the right timing, because fate is natural divine timing. It's natural organic timing. If you guys are fed up of hearing divine timing, organic timing, that's what I say, organic or natural timing. You can't force a baby to be born, you can't force a flower to grow, you can't force basically anything in its natural timing. If you're meant to meet somebody, you'll meet them. If you're meant to have that job, you'll have it. And annoying as it is, when it's for your best intentions, it will always work out for you. Okay, so if you're forcing something to happen, just let it go. Just do your best to really work on it to whatever extent you need to, and then let it go. Drop it off at the station. If it wants to come back to you, it will. Basically, okay. So I feel like there's also a need for you to concentrate on one thing at a time. You guys are really overdoing it. And I feel like I'm also picking up on you guys watering plants, and you're watering them so much that you're kind of overdoing it. So there's a need to kind of slow down and really ask yourself, what do I need? Instead of like kind of forcing yourself into a box and try to be like what everyone else wants you to be, just be who you want to be, basically, okay? And learn to grow in your own plant pot, not in anyone else's, because everyone else's plant pot's already taken. I'm getting so many like plant analogies for you guys. It's so cute. A lot of you guys might be Tauruses as well. Tauruses love a good plant. Okay, so we have Mars. Let's see what else we have. Ooh, hello, look at that. That's gorgeous. Oh my god. Mars and Venus. Yes. We then have Juno. Oh my god, you guys might be getting into a relationship. Hi. Oh my god. I wasn't expecting that. Lovely. We have the 12th house. We have the first. Wow, bloody hell. You guys have got a lot of synchronicities in your reading. Oh my god. Oh my god. Ooh, okie dokie. And then underneath we have the first quarter, making decisions, obstacles, taking action, and momentum, girl. Okay, so you guys, there's definitely something happening for you guys. Something very, very, very exciting. Okay, so first of all, you guys are balancing out your masculine and your feminine. You're really getting used to feeling your emotions, but also taking action on what you need to take action on. So your masculine, very much about setting boundaries, very much about taking action, physical things. With your Venus, it's very much about how you love. It's very much about what you appreciate, what your pleasures are, what your possessions are, what you value in your life. And for you guys, this is really about you balancing both of those two. And I really feel like you've been doing that the last few months. You could have been doing a lot of shadow work or a lot of releasing around old relationships, because we have the 12th house and the first house. And as the chart works, is it goes from 1 to 12 and then it starts all over again. So you guys are literally on the verge of something being born, because we have the 12th house and we have the first house, we have the death and the rebirth again. So with this Aquarius, I feel like you guys are really going to step into your energy, and I feel like this is a natural process. This isn't going to be like something like, oh, I get a job, therefore I feel really confident. It's like I create my love for myself without needing anyone else. Of course, it helps to have people support you 100%, but you guys have really had to be by yourself and work on yourself. And with this Mars and Venus, it's really letting you know that you guys are going to manifest some sexy, beautiful, gorgeous relationships that are so stunning. You just feel so comfortable in them, okay? So you are doing the work, you're doing everything you need to do. You are not behind. It may feel like it, but you are not behind, okay? So you're really possibly working on your fears. We have this kind of, if you guys have any planets in the 12th house as well, I'm picking up some of you guys might have fears of hospitals or prisons or secret agendas around things, because we have this 12th house and it rules hospitals, prisons and secret agendas. There's possibly something there that you might be learning about your 12th house or learning about your first house, because I feel like you are really being drawn to look at yourself and really ask yourself, okay, where do I fit in my life and what are my needs and how can I look after myself? And you're really asking yourself those questions, which is amazing. A lot of you guys are expanding yourself. I feel like a lot of you guys are facing your fears recently, especially if you have a fear with anxiety, maybe something about like being in a group. You might be really scared about that. It could be driving, it could be going somewhere new, and then you finally do it and you feel freaking amazing. And that's what I'm seeing you doing. You're finally branching out of yourself, because you're no longer tied by people's opinions of you. You're no longer tied by narcissistic energy or trauma or kind of just feeling like you're on the end of abuse. You're no longer doing that, because you are transmuting a lot of the energy that's been put on you. So no one has a hold on you anymore, which is so gorgeous. I love that. So a lot of you guys might actually be, it's very random, obviously for a few of you this will hopefully resonate. I'm seeing a lot of you guys actually experiencing births. So you're either possibly having a birth, you're possibly having a child, but also I'm picking up that you might be like, you might suddenly see like an animal giving birth, or like two animals, you know, doing their thing, you know, or kind of like just things kind of birthing themselves. And this sounds very strange, but I feel like this is going to be, you're naturally going to be drawn to it. So you might be in your recommended, and you're like, I don't know why I'm really wanting to watch this cat give birth or something, but it's like, I find that really interesting. This is going to be your sign that you're really starting to birth yourself now. Something is birthing within you, and it's no longer you're in the transformational phase. And that is something amazing that I love to say, because I'm a Scorpio and transformation is literally happening with me all the freaking time. So when I can say that you've done the transformation, girl, you are doing a fucking amazing job. Give yourself a pat on the back. Also, with the Aquarius energy, this is also you starting something new. Aquarius is all about groups, social awareness and friends. So you guys possibly are meeting some lovely new friends, possibly a Pisces or an Aries, but also you could be getting a relationship with a Pisces or an Aries, possibly a masculine or a feminine, or a male or a female, which is lovely. And I do feel like a lot of you guys fucking deserve it. This is a sacred union. This is something that you need to have in your life. And this possibly might not happen in July. It might be the next couple of months, but you fucking deserve it. And I feel so passionate about this, because a lot of you guys have been going through a lot of rubbish that has been very much out of your control. So all the work you've been doing has not been unnoticed, guys, okay? So let's see what else is coming for you guys in the month of July. Oh my god, when that Two of Cups came out, I was like, oh my god. You guys, you know I love relationships. I'm freaking like, I'm a little relationship hoe, like oh my god, I love them. This is why I do tarot. This makes me so happy. Okay, oh yes, look at that. Oh my god, I'm gonna cry. Okay, King of Cups. Oh girl, you can tell it's my monthly. Okay, I'm so emotional. We then have the moon. Okay, so you guys have done the freaking work, okay? You guys are meeting very authentic people, and people are also opening their heart up to you. So you might actually meet some people from the past, or you might have a friend who you've known for quite a long time or something like that, and they might suddenly open their heart to you. Okay, it might be very unexpected. It might be like, oh dude, are you sure? You've never had a crush on me for the last like 7 years. Are you okay? Is you good? But basically they'll be like, yeah, I really love you and I really want to be with you, and it's because you've opened your heart chakra. So your Venus, as I mentioned, is about like how you nurture, it's about how you open your heart, and your Mars is very much about how you kind of devote yourself to your boundaries. So when you're in this balanced energy of both of those two working out, you manifest more love coming towards you because people recognize that you're ready for love, basically. So you could be meeting a water sign who really loves you. I feel like you're going to get a lot of emotional support this month as well. So reach out to people. Don't be scared to ask for help. So I love this connection between the wings here. So I feel like you have an angel really looking out for you, and you're going to be introduced to somebody who's very much on your wavelength. It could be a love relationship, could also be a work colleague, or it could be a friendship. I'm also picking up on, I'm hearing somebody who's like a sibling to you. So most likely it could be like the same sex as you. So say if you're a male, you're going to meet another guy. If you're a woman or a female, you know, you're going to meet another female. So this is going to be possibly a friend that really supports you emotionally, and somebody who feels like a sister or a brother to you. And they feel really good to you. And if it's not a friend, I do feel like there's going to be a strong romantic relationship here, because I feel like you guys are really balancing yourself out and you're really learning to give yourself a lot of love. And I feel like it's been a really fucking hard journey for you. A lot of you guys, this is like 10, 20 years in the making. So you guys are really doing such a good job. You really need to give yourself a pat on the back, because I feel like for a lot of you guys, especially if you are Virgo, Libra, Taurus or Capricorn, you guys really give yourself a hard time. Like, you guys are so good to others, it can be really hard to give to yourself. Okay, and of course this is for every star sign as well, depending of course on your birth chart. But for those of you who have those significant signs, you guys, I feel like I've had a really hard time, especially with asserting your boundaries. So you've been really like putting in the work and being very responsible. So we have the card of Temperance. This is very much about that Aquarian energy again. You guys have been putting yourself in the driver's seat, literally, possibly driving, but also you've really been allowing yourself to kind of be the leader of your choices and not to allow people to choose for you. You might meet somebody through work. I feel like you're going to meet somebody through common interests. This is going to be so easy, you guys. You don't have to force this connection. You don't have to force this connection to even come into your life. It will come in so naturally, you won't even think about it, and you'll feel really safe. And you'll be like, holy crap, didn't know this was coming. And that is exactly what I feel like a lot of you guys will say. Or you might even think it in your head. So let's get a couple more cards. I just want to see how this is kind of progressing. So we have the Nine of Cups, and we also have the 6, 7, 8, 9. Nine of Pentacles. Okay, wow, sorry. My intuition does that sometimes. It actually makes me not see what number is on the cards. So we have the Nine of Pentacles, Nine of Cups, Two of Cups with the King of Cups here. So I feel like these two are kind of cups. This person has enough love for you and themselves. So for you guys, it's going to be quite a big shock, because basically you've learnt to open your heart chakra. So this person wouldn't be able to come in if you hadn't done that, because they're very open. And this is you being independent. This is you feeling really comfortable with emotional vulnerability and just the whole freaking package. Like, July looks freaking amazing. So thank you so much for watching, guys. If you'd like a private reading, all that information is down below along with my crystal shop. I hope you have a lovely day, and I will speak to you very soon. Much love. Bye. Hello group number 4, thank you so much for being here. Let's get started with your reading. So you guys have the beautiful clear quartz. I love these crystals, they're so beautiful. They have such a lovely feel as well. Okay, so we first have the card of Share Wisdom. Oh, I love that, that's so gorgeous. I feel like that's very much about you guys connecting to your ancestral history. Really about you guys kind of embracing your knowledge and actually really sharing it, and really allowing yourself to be vulnerable in what you know and not being afraid to kind of be that open with people. So let's see what else is coming for you guys in the month of July. So we also have the card of the Observer. Is this the reverse? I think it's, yeah, upright. Okay, beautiful. Let's see what else we have. Oops, wow, that was quick. We have Take Risk. And then we also have the card of the Paradox. Sorry guys, you can hear like an engine running. That's just my fan. It's freaking hot in here, so hopefully you can still hear me okay. So let's get you a couple more cards and let's see what else wants to come out. we have the card of play, which is lovely. And we also have the card of ancestors. So there's definitely an energy of you connecting to your roots. The ancestors card is very much about, it's very similar to the share wisdom. Okay, connect to heart. A lot of you guys are really connecting to elders as well. I'm picking up on a sense of like you connecting to your elders. Could be a grandma, granddad, great-grandma, great-granddad. Could also be you're connecting to your spirit guides as well if they aren't on the earth plane. So I also feel like a lot of you guys, I don't really like doing mediumship within my readings, but I am picking up some of you guys will have messages from your grandparents in spirit. So if you guys have any grandparents in spirit, just know that they are always looking out for you. They're always, basically they're all there. Like no one has gone anywhere. And if they are on the not on the earth plane anymore, they haven't gone anywhere, they're always with you, and there's a lot of wisdom they want to share with you. So I'm going to recommend you guys having some clear quartz or some selenite and just sitting really peacefully and just being by yourself and really listening. Is there anything you want to say to me? And really asking that. I feel that's a very special thing for you to do, especially because we have the observer, and this could also be separate weeks. This can also be week 1, 2, 3 and 4. These are just extra messages here. But I also feel like with the observer, because we have the crystal ball here, a lot of you guys are observing your thoughts. You're learning to kind of step back. I feel like you guys are possibly learning a new meditation technique this month. You're learning new ways to connect to yourself and learning new ways of really figuring out when things feel right for you, when things don't, and really kind of monitoring your body and really asking yourself, okay, how do you feel right now? Is there anything I can do to help? All that, etc., etc. So we then have take risk and the paradox. A lot of you guys really want to do something new, and it's going to really serve you well, changing up your environment, even if it's just but like a little bit. For some of you guys, especially if you're a fixed sign, it can be really, really hard to change things. So for you guys, getting out of your environment will help you immensely. So getting out of your house, getting out of your town, and just going for it, girl. Like going for a little drive, going for a little cycle, going for a run, really getting away from your normal environment, because a lot of you guys get very fixated on the same thing. So with the take risk and the paradox, a lot of you guys possibly are quite scared to start something new. There might be an idea of something you want to do, but you're really scared of doing it. If you've wanted to do it for a long time, or it just feels right in your heart, freaking do it. I feel like there's no kind of stepping back from this. I feel like you've waited long enough, and I feel like for a lot of you guys, I'm hearing for some of you guys, education isn't the right thing to do. Obviously it depends on your age. I'm picking up on you guys being 18 or over. Of course, this feels like extra education like university or a course. If you feel like it's the right thing, freaking go for it. Don't obviously, have to believe everything I say. But what I'm picking up on for a lot of you guys, you've taken a lot of pressure on from your parents or from friends where they're already going to uni, or they're saying you need to go to uni, you have to do this, you have to do this. Girl, we're in the Aquarius age now. You do not have to do anything that's Capricornian anymore, girl. You don't have to do any education or anything like that. And education can be so beautiful, but the way the education system is at the moment is so effed up. It's not good for your mental health, especially if you're sensitive. So if I feel like you're being asked to research something as much as you can before you do the course. Okay, there's a lot of like schools shutting down as well, and universities, because of what's been going on around the world. So if you guys really do want to do education, I'm saying to go for it, but it feels a little bit toxic slightly. It feels like it might be a toxic environment where you feel like you have to force yourself. So do not feel like you have to force yourself into a box to fit the mold of society. That's not the way it is. Society has a mold for us, and you do not have to freaking go to that mold, girl. You were born not out of the government's for JJ, okay? You are not born out of the government's for JJ. They want you to think you are, but you're not, okay, girl? You're born out your mother's for JJ, okay? Or your guardian's for JJ. So basically, it's so sassy, but I feel like a lot of you guys are feeling a lot of pressure to be this certain person, to be this mold, to be this fixed person that's in this little box. Girl, you are not part of that box. You are observing that box. You are looking at that box thinking, no girl, that's a prison and no thank you. And if education is something that feels right for you, freaking go for it. But it's really asking yourself, where do I want to go? What is my compass calling me to do? And of course, if you need to wait it out, if you have to have education, that is completely different. Of course, we have to earn a living. We have to get educated on things at a certain level. But if it means that you are compromising your mental health, then try to adjust yourself as much as possible. I am picking up on doing a course from home. If that's something that suits you, of course, do what you need to do. So that's the rant is over. My throat chakra's killing me. A lot of you guys are really working on your throat chakra. So we have play and ancestors. A lot of you guys are really being asked to like essentially play with your ancestors, like talk to them, listen to them, possibly buy a crystal that's connected to ancestors. I am picking up on tree agate, that could be a good one, or blue lace agate for your throat chakra. Also higher vibing crystals are clear quartz and selenite, beautiful ones, and apophyllite, really, really good. So this is what apophyllite looks like. It looks very similar to my clear quartz here. But it has a very kind of like potent kind of starseedy energy. And then obviously we have the clear quartz here as well. And also we have the selenite ball from one of the previous groups as well. So those crystals are really good at connecting to your ancestors. And there's a sense of like being drawn to things that are essentially you and not being embarrassed by them. So say if you're somebody who like all your friends are on TikTok or they're on Instagram and you're like, I don't really want an Instagram account. Don't feel pressured to do that because you're going against what you authentically want, okay? So let's get you your astrology cards. Let's see what's happening for you guys in July. I am picking up on an immense amount of peer pressure. I don't feel like it's just coming from others. I feel like it's coming from yourself as well. I feel like for you guys, you really got to give yourself a break. Like, you're doing a really, really good job. And considering how much, you know, how much education we have on our own emotional capacity, it's not a lot at all. We literally aren't taught it in school. So if you are still here, you're watching this video, you're breathing, you're living your life, girl, you're doing enough, okay, girl? Like, life is hard enough. Being a human is so hard sometimes. Okay, so that makes so much sense. Cancer, nurturing yourself, looking after yourself, putting yourself first. You are such a nurturing person that in July, I feel like you need to give yourself a really big hug, a really big pat on the back, and change up your environment. You know, give yourself a break, possibly go somewhere else, live somewhere else for a couple of weeks. Or it could be literally like camping outside in your garden. If that allows you to have a break, then that allows you to have a break. I also feel like with the Sun card in the reverse, this is about you finding your personality, your sense of self and sense of self-expression, your identity. So if you need to do some weird stuff to get your body moving, to get yourself out of a rut, freaking do it, because it's not weird. It's only weird to people who don't have that awareness, essentially. Okay. So I'm also picking up on a connection to a father figure. A lot of you guys are really learning to put yourself first in connections. A lot of you guys in your relationships, you always put everybody else first, and you really missed out. So you'll really learn to put yourself first, asserting your boundaries, no more people pleasing, no more addictive personality, no more addictive behaviour around relationships. You could also be bringing in some lovely business partnerships around this time as well. Massive transformation around your relationships, around all types, every single relationship we have. So that's with ourselves, with others, with our co-workers, friends, family, and love relationships as well. So we also have a solar eclipse, which makes so much sense because we have the sun and we have the solar eclipse. So we have, basically, what we already have here is Cancer, which is ruled by the moon, and then we have the sun. So we literally have a solar eclipse, which is the sun and the moon coming together. So this is basically showing me you guys are learning to step out your comfort zone. You're learning to do things that you actually really want to do and not things you feel like you have to do. And you're embracing a lot of change. When we have the 8th house of Scorpio and the 7th house of Libra, these two are sister signs. So it's really being asked for you to really connect to your 7th and your 8th house of transformation. It doesn't feel super comfortable, but it's all about you connecting to your heart chakra. We have the Cassimi energy. And this is about you really putting yourself first and being in the heart of things. And I read that, excuse me, that is confirmation. Okay, so with this Cancer and Sag, you could also be a Cancer or a Sag, or meeting a Cancer or a Sag who really enlightens you, makes you feel really good, and makes you feel like you can really be yourself. And there's no kind of restrictions around that as well. Okay, I also feel like here with the solar eclipse, we have the embracing change, revelations, courage, and determination and connection. So a lot of you guys are kind of finding things that you feel really connected to and build themselves up, milk it. So if you really like dancing, keep dancing. If you really like making videos, keep making videos. If you like, you know, connecting to others and friends, keep going out with your friends, you know, keep doing more of what you love. Don't restrict yourself by feeling like you have to have, everything has to have so much responsibility behind it. That's not true. Not everything has to have an intense amount of responsibility behind it. Some things can just be for funsies, okay? Alrighty, let's see what else. Beautiful. Okay, so Can you see how there's a massive sense of change here? We have the Wheel of Fortune, the Ten of Swords, and the Queen of Pentacles. A lot of you guys are leaving a lot of people pleasing behind, where you have to just be this person for everyone else and everything like that, and you're no longer doing that anymore. You have this sense of really intense masculine energy, which is lovely. This feels very, very balanced. This feels like I want to put myself first now. I really want to assert myself. I want to be the heart of everything, which is that Kasimi energy. And I feel like you're really showing up for yourself. Oh my God, look at that. Gorgeous. So a lot of you guys are feeling a little bit lost in your career. And that's okay. Not everything has to be perfect all the time. I do feel like you're going to find your life purpose, which is going to make you feel a lot more confident in yourself. The Knight of Cups is very much about you guys stepping yourself forward, so stepping yourself into something that's in the unknown. You could also have an offer from somebody. You might have an offer that you turn down and feel really proud of yourself, because maybe you would have accepted it in the past, but you know that person's not good for you. It could also be that there's a new opportunity for you to open yourself up to somebody, or a new opportunity for you to open yourself up to an opportunity. You go for it. It really releases a lot of that change and brings you into this really independent energy. I feel like you're really choosing yourself, and it's giving you a lot of independence, which is great. A lot of you guys are buying animals as well, like pets. And that's kind of possibly a sense of independence. It could be you're moving house and that's your independence. It could be you're paying the bills and that's your independence. It's just a sense of like doing things that are kind of very much about your independence, okay? So we have Leo, 10th house, and we also have Pluto. So Pluto is about that intense transformation. It is ruled by Scorpio, and we did have that Scorpio energy previously. So this is all about this letting go, no more heartbreak, the kind of ending before the beginning, the phoenix rising from the ashes. So you guys are possibly doing a job in teaching, possibly wanting to do a job in acting, singing, performing, that sort of thing. You guys possibly are massive, massive performers. The Leo is all about being seen. It's all about being yourself, and I feel like there's a lot of root and sacral chakra energy going on there. So if you're feeling a bit unstable, you're feeling a little bit unconfident, possibly try to work on opening and healing your heart chakra. Sorry, not your heart chakra. I mean, maybe your heart chakra. It just came out of my mouth. I meant to say root and your sacral. So Google opening and healing your root and sacral chakra, or possibly do those separately. Because I feel like for you guys, you're being asked to get creative, and Leo is all about having fun. Leo is a 5th house. It's so much lighter than Scorpio. It's very much about romance, play, creativity, childlike energy. And when you connect more to your childlike energy, you're able to really transform. And that 10th house is really, really interesting. It's really about your public image and your masculinity. And I feel like a lot of you guys could be getting a really lovely job offer. I'm starting a new job this month as well. So thank you so much for watching. If you'd like a private reading, all my information is down below. We also have 1313 on the clock, so that's amazing. That's a really big sign for you guys. Picking up on some of you guys eating pancakes. I'm also picking up on the song Banana Pancakes by Jack Johnson. Like a really fun, like, healing song. So lovely. So thank you so much for being here, guys. I also have one more thing to say. I always get messages literally just before I end the reading. Some of you guys are buying a musical instrument and possibly figuring out like, wow, I'm really good at this, or possibly starting singing lessons. There's something about self-expression which is really lovely, and creativity and play and performance. So thank you so much. Private reading rates and crystal shop is down below. Thank you so much for being here. I hope you have a lovely day, group number 4, and I'll speak to you very soon. Bye.